Hi everyone, Meta Anime here. Hope you are doing well. Today I am going to tell the story of a film called A Silent Voice. Released in 2016, the film is directed by Naoko Yamada, well known for the anime series Tamako Market and K-On! It is also written by Yoshitoki Oima, who is known for the anime series To Your Eternity. The story is about a boy named Ishida Shouya who bullied a deaf girl named Nishimiya Shouko as a kid. After she is transferred to another school, Ishida is ostracized and bullied by others. With no friends to speak of and no plan for the future, this is the story of his path to redemption. Before we go, this video contains spoilers. So please take this warning for those that haven't watched this movie yet. Without further ado, here's the recap of A Silent Voice. The film starts with Ishida desperately trying to earn money to be given to his mother. He then went to a bridge trying to commit the unthinkable. But his plan failed after seeing children playing with fireworks at the side of the river. We are then taken back to his elementary school days. Ishida played with his friends energetically and happily. Things were much simpler back then. One day, the class got a new transfer student who is a deaf girl named Nishimiya. At first, all of them tried their best to make sure she is comfortable. All the children seemed eager to talk to her, but it was hard because they had to use a book to communicate with her. During the choir lesson, Nishimiya also sang but disrupted the class because she cannot match her tone with the others. The other people also cannot understand what she is saying. Nishimiya then approached a girl named Ueno to ask for help. But Ueno, who helped her in the beginning, started to get annoyed and avoided her. Seeing how the others in the class started getting uncomfortable with Nishimiya, Ishida started bullying Nishimiya. He started mimicking her speech. However, one student named Sahara showed a desire to learn sign language when a teacher asked the class to learn it for Nishimiya. Nishimiya and Sahara then got closer. Seeing this, Ueno mocked Sahara and Nishimiya. This ultimately led to Sahara moving to another school. In the afternoon, Ishida wrote bad words about Nishimiya on the blackboard. As Nishimiya came in, he pretended to clean it for her. Nishimiya only smiled and thanked Ishida for it. Despite how mean everyone was to her, Nishimiya would only smile and apologize to them and try to make friends. After finding out that Nishimiya wears hearing aids, Ishida and Ueno would constantly rip them off Nishimiya's ears and threw them away. At the climax of the bullying, Ishida forcibly ripped Nishimiya's hearing aid and made one of her ears bleed. After school, Nishimiya went to see Ishida, trying to apologize to him. Annoyed, Ishida threw her notebook away to a pond. The news got to the classroom instructor, who told the class that Nishimiya had been bullied and asked the culprit to show him/herself. Although there were many culprits, all his friends singled Ishida out as the sole culprit. At home, Ishida's mother got the news and confronted him about it. His mother then took him to see Nishimiya's family. Ishida's mother went and apologized to Nishimiya's mother for her son's behavior. The two of them had a private conversation in the park. Upon returning, Ishida saw his mother's ear bleed, probably due to her earrings being ripped. The next day at school, Ishida realized that he was now an outcast. Now his friends who were together with him bullying Nishimiya are bullying him instead. His hard life at school now starts. One day, his classmates wrote things on his desk, but Nishimiya cleaned it out for him. Instead of thanking her, Ishida got angry and told her to stop helping him. They then got into a physical fight. Nishimiya then transferred to another school afterward. People now avoid Ishida as they see him as a guy who bullied a deaf girl. This kept going on until he went to high school. He fell into depression and this wholly ruined his social life. Now the time skipped to the present day. After his failed suicide attempt, Ishida went to see Nishimiya return her old notebook that she used to use to communicate with others. Ishida then tried to apologize to her for what he did as a kid using sign language that he learned. But as he panicked, he accidentally asked her if she wants to become friends. Nishimiya was first very hesitant but eventually decided to give Ishida a chance. The next morning, Ishida's mother confronted him for trying to kill himself. She got really angry and threatened to burn the money Ishida earned so hard to repay his mother. He then apologized to his mother, promising not to do it again. At school, Ishida avoided everyone and is afraid to look at anyone's face. We can see by the X sign that is present on everyone's face from Ishida's perspective. He is also constantly anxious, thinking that everyone is talking about him. After school, a student is asking another student to borrow his bike. Seeing how that other student is troubled by it, Ishida offered his bike instead. Ishida then walks to see Nishimiya. Upon arrival, Nishimiya's little sister named Yuzuru asked Ishida to go away. On the way home, Ishida met a student from before named Nagatsuka. Nagatsuka found his bike and tried to become friends with Ishida. After this, Nagatsuka kept asking Ishida to hang out together in various places. Ishida then slowly became more open to Nagatsuka. He kept visiting Nishimiya's place, but Yuzuru was always on his way. Seeing this, Nagatsuka stepped up and grabbed Yuzuru, which made Nishimiya notice them. Nishimiya and Ishida can finally chat, and they were feeding the fish together by the small bridge. She also thanked Ishida for returning her book. But the book accidentally fell into the river and Nishimiya jumped to retrieve it. Seeing that, Ishida then immediately jumped into the river. They successfully found the book together. At night, Yuzuru posted the picture of Ishida jumping into the river on the internet. The post reached his classmates and the teachers. This resulted in him getting a suspension. While taking his niece out at the park, Ishida met with the rugged Yuzuru, who was sleeping at the park. He then invited Yuzuru to stay at his house for the night. Apparently, Yuzuru had a fight with her older sister. She then tried to go home and Ishida accompanied her. On the way to her house, Yuzuru saw her mother. Her mother then came and slapped Ishida on the face. The grudge from the past still lingers very strongly within her mother. The next day Ishida met with Nishimiya. But this time he introduced Nagatsuka and exchanged contact information with Nishimiya. Ishida found out that Nishimiya was still in contact with Sahara, her friend from elementary school. At school, Ishida asked one of his classmates that was also his friend from elementary school named Kawaii about Sahara's address. Nishimiya and Ishida then went together on a train to see Sahara. At the station, Sahara was surprised to see Nishimiya together with Ishida. Sahara and Nishimiya are still close with each other. The next day, when Nishimiya and Ishida were together, Ueno showed up. Ueno tried to tease Nishimiya by taking her hearing aids just like in the past. But this time, Ishida stopped her from doing so. In the morning, Yuzuru was surprised that Nishimiya changed her hairstyle. After school, Nishimiya and Ishida hung out together again. She then tried to confess her love to him. But that time Ishida misinterpreted her. The very nervous Nishimiya then got ashamed and ran off. At home, Nishimiya told Yuzuru that she confessed to Ishida but failed. Ishida then asked Kawaii about the meaning when a girl changed her hairstyle. But he found no definitive answer. Kawaii then introduced one of their classmates named Mashiba, who wanted to be friends with Ishida. They then gathered together on the bridge. But Nishimiya never showed up. The next day, they all went together to an amusement park. But Ueno also showed up and went together with them. As they hung out together, Ishida is now getting more open with others. Suddenly, Ueno asked Ishida to take her to have takoyaki. Ishida was shocked to see that the one who served them used to be one of Ishida's friends who bullied him. He is now back to rejecting Ueno. Not enough causing trouble, Ueno asked Nishimiya to go to the Ferris wheel with her. Yuzuru then asked Nishimiya to take her camera with her. The next day, Yuzuru went to Ishida's house to show the recording of the Ferris wheel. Yuzuru had turned the recording on before handing the camera to Nishimiya. There, Ueno said mean words to Nishimiya and told her how much she hated her. At school, Mashiba heard that Nishimiya was bullied as a kid by someone. Ishida then went to see Kawaii, asking her why she told about the past to Mishiba. Feeling that she was attacked, Kawaii defended herself instead. She then told Mishiba and Nagatsuka loudly about how Ishida bullied Nishimiya in the past. Even though she also bad-mouthed her in the past, she never admitted it and even said that she tried to stop him. After school, Ishida went to see Nishimiya. Then Kawaii and Ueno came as well. Kawaii then apologized to Ishida about the incident. But Ueno and Kawaii got into an argument about how they bullied Nishimiya in the past. Ishida then stopped them all and blamed himself. He then asked all of them to go. At home, Nishimiya and Yuzuru's grandmother comforted Yuzuru, seeing that she is sad. The next day at the bridge, Ishida saw Yuzuru crying by the river. She then took her home and realized that Nishimiya and Yuzuru's grandmother just passed away. Trying to comfort Nishimiya, Ishida took her to various places. He spent days asking Nishimiya and Yuzuru to hang out together with him to comfort them. Yuzuru and Nishimiya then invited Ishida to their house to help bake a cake for their mother's birthday. At first, their mother was unhappy seeing Ishida, but Yuzuru managed to calm her down. They then promised to see the fireworks together during an upcoming fireworks festival. During the festival, Yuzuru and her mother went to buy food, leaving Nishimiya and Ishida alone. Nishimiya then excused herself, saying that she wanted to go home. Yuzuru then asked Ishida to take her camera at her house. Ishida then got to Nishimiya's house. He was shocked to see that Nishimiya is about to jump from the balcony. Panicked, he ran to her and barely managed to catch her. However, in the effort to save Nishimiya, Ishida himself fell from the balcony after she was saved. The next day, Yuzuru and her mother went to the hospital to see Ishida. Her mother apologized to Ishida's mother for Nishimiya's act, which caused all of this. We then can see Nishimiya being attacked by Ueno for harming Ishida. Nishimiya's mother came to stop Ueno and got into a physical fight with her. Ishida's mother then came to break them up. Seeing Ishida's mother, Nishimiya bowed and apologized to her for the incident. The next day, Nagatsuka saw that Ueno rejected Nishimiya's visit to see Ishida. He then tried to help her, but to no avail. While talking to Nagatsuka, Nishimiya blamed herself, saying that she destroyed everything that Ishida had built up. She is determined to fix what she had destroyed. She then went to see Kawaii and Mishiba so that they can be friends with Ishida again. After that, she went to see Sahara at her house. She also went to see Ueno. Despite constant rejection from Ueno, Nishimiya never gave up. One night, Nishimiya had a nightmare that woke her up. She then went to the bridge that Ishida frequently goes to and cried there. At that time, Ishida also woke up and immediately tried to come to the river. They then met each other at the bridge. Nishimiya was glad to see that Ishida had woken up. The next day, Ishida finally returned to his house and met Ueno there. He thanked her for taking care of him at the hospital. At his home, he saw Nishimiya's mother having a haircut with his mother. He then met Yuzuru in his room. She asked him to tutor her as she is falling behind at school. At school, he met Nishimiya and invited her to his school's festival. They walked together, but Ishida couldn't stand the constant gaze from the people. He then away from the crowd. But Nagatsuka came to comfort and convinced him to see the others. They then met Kawaii and Mishiba, who had been waiting for them. Kawaii had made him 1,000 cranes to wish for his recovery. Ueno then came together with Sahara. Ishida then asked them to walk together with him through the school festival. This film ended with Ishida finally opening his eyes and ears to see the other people. It is marked by the removal of the X sign on everyone's face from Ishida's perspective. He cried after seeing his family and how he managed to reunite his friends just like how they were. Ishida is finally no longer alone. So that concludes the recap of A Silent Voice. What do you guys think? This film became a favorite among many people with its sad and suffocating plot. We were shown by this film that despite being shown as the bad guy at the beginning of the story, Ishida also suffered a lot from his actions, and his road to redemption is not an easy one. I also really like how the antagonist of this story is made acceptable for us to be in their group by the end of the story. Unlike usual films with a simple plot where the antagonist is purely made to be hated by the audience, Ueno was also made to be hated by the audience with her ruthless act toward Nishimiya. But we were also shown how Ueno was the first person who was kind to Nishimiya at school and how she cared for Ishida as she took care of him in the hospital. I also personally really like this film as it beautifully encompasses the aspect of love, family, and friends. Unlike most films that only take on one aspect. Please tell us what you think through the comment section. If you like this content, please leave us a like and share them with your friends. Thank you for watching, until we see you again.